The 22nd of April marked the 40th anniversary of Earth Day, launched in 1970 to raise awareness for the Earth environment. Over 170 countries celebrate this annually, and this year 6 cities were marked out by the UN to lead the festivities: New York, Washington, Calcutta, Tokyo, Buenos Aires and Rabat.
"41 years ago, in the city of Cleveland, people watched in horror as the Cuyahoga River, choked with debris and covered in oil, caught on fire. Images of the burning Cuyahoga shocked a nation. Led one Wisconsin senator the following year to organize the first Earth Day to call attention to the dangers of ignoring our environment. In the 4 decades since, we've made remarkable progress.
Rabat is not perhaps an obvious choice, but both tourism and the environment are serious business in Morocco, and such prominence in the Earth Day celebrations was a big coup for the country. His Majesty King Mohammed VI has led the way towards aligning the burgeoning tourism industry with a broader environmental agenda, and chose the Earth Day to launch a national charter for the environment and sustainable development, the first of its kind in the Arab world, in a bid to have renewable energy account for 42% of total power use by 2020. Rabat's central souks are located in the Medina Kadima, Old City. There's no doubting the need. Currently, 97% of Morocco energy requirements are imported to the country, and their annual oil bill rose by nearly 70% from 2007 to 2008. Tourism is seen as a key asset to the nation's economic development, and a pathway to wean itself off a heavy dependence on agriculture, which consumes 80% of the country's water but provides only 12% of its GDP. With this in mind, the week-long Earth Day celebrations climaxed on the 24th with an outdoor festival, bringing together the homespun pop stars, celebrities, sportsmen and activists alongside representation from the WWF, Greenpeace and the UN.
It's very exciting what's happening here in Morocco. It's the first time that an African Arab country has decided to mobilize on a national basis to celebrate Earth Day. They have everyone from school children to the Royal Palace to the government ministries seriously committing to green actions.
Earth Day is a celebration that we should be celebrating pretty much everywhere. And I see a strong connection between what's happening in the Amazon, people trying to protect the forest, and here people trying in Morocco to bring the forest back.
This is the first to have this kind of an event, this kind of commitment to a very serious-minded approach to the environment. The challenges here are significant. There are issues that Morocco faces every day as it tries to grow its middle class and as it tries to increase its literacy rate. But there are people here who take that very seriously and are working very hard to achieve it.
Tree-shaped posters, all over Rabat, encourage people to mobilize for the sake of the environment, to recycle, conserve water and be more energy efficient. Rabat itself is a surprisingly green city, with a number of parks and open spaces, palm-lined boulevards downtown evoke the French colonial past, and the central Ibn Sina Park is a haven for joggers and families. It is quite a place to people watch, and with the proximity of the royal palace, these areas are protected by security, and kept astonishingly clean. Rabat all too often falls off the tourist map in favor of Marrakesh, Fez, Casablanca, Essaouira and Agadir. But it has its fair share of history. Abu Yusuf Yaqub al-Mansur, the Almohad Caliph who moved his empire to Rabat in the 12th century, built the city walls, the Cella Gardens, the imposing Hassan Tower which, if completed, would have then formed part of the largest mosque in the Arab world. He also laid foundation to what is now the beautiful Kasbah Wadania, a labyrinthine sprawl of blue and white houses that peek over the Atlantic Ocean, converging on a secluded garden where students play guitar, and the world seems at peace. Close to $1 billion of investment is transforming much of the seafront into a playground for the rich, including a marina for private yachts, golf courses and luxury hotels. The city itself is gearing up to accommodate such investment. Tourism is a vehicle in Morocco for promoting the environmentally conscious agenda, key to making the economy more sustainable. It makes sense that the Earth Day celebrations came to Rabat. The Moroccan capital is cosmopolitan, welcoming, traditional and proud of nation and culture, changing quickly but building around 1,000 years of history and working hard to distinguish itself in the Arab world and beyond.